Hi creative mind, welcome back to my channel. This is Bliss Concept. Here in my channel I do tutorial on how to cut and sew. If you're coming across my video for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and turn on your notification bell so whenever I post new videos you get notified. And to my returning subscribers, you're welcome. Alright, today I would love to bring to you how to cut this beautiful gown with a stylish pocket. If this looks like what you'll be interested in, please follow this video from beginning to the end so that you get to understand this beautiful gown. Here the neck width and the neck depth is 3.5 inches. Then I have to extend it to get the shoulder. Yeah, the shoulder is 8 inches. You just mark it. Alright, here the under bust is 15 inches. From there you get the waist. The waist is 17 inches. Then you take it down to the full length. Then I got the hip location from the shoulder, which is 23 inches. Why I got the hip location is because I just want the cloth to be a little bit shapy. Here I have to cross check the neck depth and the neck width to make sure it's what I want. So the width is 3.5, the depth is 3 inches. So next I have to get 16 inches for that design on the dress. After that I went in by 2 inches. Then I ruled it up to the neckline. Next is to get the measurements, to get the under bust measurement, the waist measurement, the hip measurement, and the full length. Next thing I did was to cut it. You can see how I curved the armhole so like to balance well in the clothes. Alright, what I'll do here is to cut it out, place it on another material that I want, any fabric of my choice that I want to bring out the design. I'll place what I'm cutting out right now to that fabric and cut it out. Just watch what I did. Next is to cut out the pocket. And cutting out the pocket, just watch how I place. You can see how I place my fabric. So the depth is 21 and the width is 11 and half. Did you get? So I'll just cut it out. Then after that, you come in by 2 inches for the pocket folding. You notch it so you always remember. Now, next thing we are going to do is to cut a strip, like a rope for the pocket. And this rope is going to be 1.5 inches. After cutting it, you have to marry it. Just see how I folded it. You marry it to each other like this, like this. Then you go to your machine and sew. Now, over to the pocket. You go to the pocket, you get something, you just give it a gather, something like a gather, just to bring out that a kind of pot design. So you give it a gather. Just watch how I did it. And make sure that whatever you do in one pocket, you're going to do the same and the same measurement in the other pocket. You just keep arranging it. After the gather, you measure it to know if is depending on how puffy you want it to look. You get after the gather, you check. You use your tape to check to know how many inches you've gotten. Then you move over to get the rope. You remember the rope we made. You will now attach the rope to the upper pocket. So what you do to the upper pocket after folding the upper pocket, you just have two openings, just a little opening that it will even be noticeable just for the rope to pass through it. Once you get that opening, you now pass that rope to it. Now from the armhole, you have to get 10 inches to place your pocket. Did you get? That's the perfect place to place your pocket. Hope you know that you have to place the pocket before adding the lining, because this particular style I added lining. Now next is to cut the lining. Just place it on the material, just place it on the fabric. Look at how I folded the fabric. Then you just, for me, how I started, I cut the lining from down. The neck, I didn't touch it. I just went to my machine and sew it. After machine it to the fabric, then I'll turn it before cutting the neckline and others, so that the lining will be in place with the fabric. That's why I did it like that. Yeah, I've already sewn the down parts of the fabric to the lining. Then I flipped it by half inch, then try to iron it out. Yeah, what you can see here is the down part. Then this is the up part of it. I've already flipped it, turned the armhole and everything. So this upper side, I'll just hold it with a pin. Then I'll just go over to my machine and top stitch it. All right, here after sewing it, top stitching it on the machine, I have to cut out this piece of fabric for the design, the front design. You get? So this is it. I've already stitched it just like I said on the machine. So right now I want to cut out that piece of fabric under it to use it for the top neck design. Did you get? All right, if you watch this video to this point, thank you so much. Please don't forget to comment. If you have any question, please don't forget, just do me a favor, comment, like and share this video, please. Thank you. So next, you have to measure round. You have to measure it round. Measure the main gown. You measure the neck round, so you know the measurement to cut out from the other fabric. Did you get? After the right measurement of the round hole neck, I think I got about 41 inches. So I will now go over to the other fabric, then cut 41. I might not leave it at that 41. I might make it 42 because I'm going to fold it. There's a way I want to do it. Just follow the video. You understand what I'm talking about. You get? Sew it to the fabric, it will stand. You understand? So that was what I did. All right, now just look at how I attached it. I'll just get the middle of this new fabric design that I want to place on my major gown. Then I'll get the middle and notch it. Then get the middle of the gown, neckline of the gown as well. You notch it. After notching it, but mind you, that middle of this fabric design, you have to trim it in a little so it will not show the person's back neck. You have to trim the middle. That middle is what is going to be at the back neckline. So you trim it. It's not going to be the same measurement with the other part of this design fabric that I want to use. You have to trim it, maybe trim it in by 1 inch so it will stand. I see some people, after making this, it will be shocking the person. This is how to deal with it. You have to trim it. Did you get? Here you have to get the neck, where you want the opening of the neck to stop. Do you want it to be very deep? In my own case, I don't want it to be very deep to be showing the person's bust, so I use 5. But this 5, after sewing it, I later realized that my client was complaining that it was a kind of that she need more space, so I reduced it. I think I later reduced it to 7, so that 7 suits perfectly. All right, once you get the opening, you just go over to your machine and sew it straight down. From that 7 inches, you sew it straight down. Then once you sew it straight down, you go to your ironing table, then you iron it well. After ironing it, then you now attach it to the material. Just watch how I did it. You attach it to the material. If maybe you're not perfect or you're still a beginner, what you do to make it easy for you is to you secure it with your needle first. After securing it with your pin, you use your pin to secure it. After securing it with your pins, then you will now move over to your machine and attach it. Did you get? All right, here I just have to add this little design on it to make it look more beautiful. Did you get? So you just attach it. You can place it with gum stay. You can make it attach to it with gum stay. Then you can use iron to hold it. Then you place it on the material so that it will be well attached. Did you get? All right, here I'm reducing the neck just like I told you. I'm reducing that neck part, that the middle back neck. I'm reducing it so that it will suit well when the person wears it. Right here, I just gave it a good press. You know what is sewing without ironing? I gave it a good iron, so I arranged it very well. I already added the gum still, then I ironed it. Make sure I secured it with my iron, with a very hot iron. Then I'll move over to my machine and mash it. Then nothing more, I'll just shape the gown. The gown has two side slits by the side. I'll sew the side slits, and that's all for the gown. Please, if you watch this video to this point, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, ask your question. I'm ready to answer your question on the comment section. I'm ready to answer